What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining the channel today. We really appreciate it. I'm Joe, and this is Shooting Gallery. We're going to be going over the PSA Dagger. Let's check it out. So like I said, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hopefully the lighting is okay in here. I'm working with a new light. I'm working with a couple more things. We're in the GAT lab. But we are talking the PSA Dagger. Big shout out to Palmetto State Armory for sending this gun in for test and evaluation. We run the snot out of it this weekend, and I am thoroughly liking it. This is clear, no magazine in the gun, and there's nothing in the chamber for YouTube's purposes. This gun is safe and clear, and we're also on a safe range. We had our eye and ear protection in this entire video. So I was fortunate enough this weekend to travel up to Gainesville, Florida to go to the Hacienda. If you guys don't know where that is literally the place where Hank Strange shoots. That's his humble abode. Hank and Lola were extremely grateful and welcoming and letting me come over this week, and a bunch of us got together. Safety Upper Firearms, obviously we know Walter. He's been on the channel, he's been on the podcast. We love Walter. Go check him out. Flying Rich, literally one of my best friends in the industry, and we got a chance to shoot also with Babyface P and Scorched Earth Firearms Trading, or Rod Mills. These guys are awesome. I had such a great time shooting. So we're gonna get into what our initial impressions is of the PSA Dagger, and you might see a guest spot from one of your favorite YouTubers. So as it sits from the factory, this is the PSA Dagger Compact. We decided to go with the gray frame. This comes with the window cuts, suppressor height sights, and it has a RMR cut. Now, I'm gonna go a little bit more into detail later in the video, but I did decide to put the Gideon Optics Alpha on this gun. I love this optic, and I had a couple issues. If you guys haven't seen my Instagram, please make sure you're following me on Instagram. It's at shootinggallery_official. I've been trying to post as much stuff as possible over there, and I used to have another optic on it, but we're gonna go over that later in the video, so stay tuned and make sure you like this video. But we were shooting it this weekend, and I love it. I absolutely love this pistol so far. This does fit much better in my hands than a traditional Glock. This is patterned after the Gen 3 Glock 19. So let's get into some shooting footage and let you know what I think. So far with recoil mitigation, I will say it's not as snappy as other 9mm striker fires. The texturing on here is it's not aggressive, but it's very ergonomic. It has a little bit more of a little more of an undercut in the trigger guard right here. From shooting it, I put about 200 rounds through it this weekend, and it is pleasant to shoot. Absolutely pleasant to shoot. I don't get Glock knuckle as bad as I do with like my traditional Glocks. The accuracy, we were actually shooting steel. As you can see in the video, we had a chance to shoot steel over at the Hacienda. But let's check out what our buddy Hank Strange thinks about the PSA Dagger. Alright guys, so we're at the Hacienda today. We got my man Hank Strange. Come on over. So we're testing out the PSA Dagger. Hank, appreciate you having us over today.
Thanks for coming down, man.
No problem. So we're going to give you, we got the Gideon Optics Alpha on here.
Nice.
Big shout out again to PSA for sending the Dagger in for test and evaluation. So let's see what your impressions are with this setup so far. This is pre us doing anything.
Okay, so this is how this comes from PSA cutouts.
Yep, this is
optic, everything.
Yep, it comes out with these slide cuts, suppressor height sights, RMR cut. So, and it's just regular Gen 3 parts, all that stuff.
Oh,
so
sweet.
we haven't even upgraded the trigger, haven't done anything other than throw an optic on.
Okay.
So let's see what you think. Mag.
Okay, you good here?
Yep, you're all good there. Back up.
Nice. Oh, hold on. The slide locked back there. I'm not sure why.
I think that's the magazine release.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm riding it a little. There you go. I have a tendency to ride that.
Yeah, I do too.
That slide release. Big meaty hands.
onto the giant size. So what do you think of the alpha on that setup?
So the alpha is this, right? For the
Yep.
Gideon?
Yep.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That was like quick
Oh, dead on.
site acquisition, yeah.
If
So,
you guys use code
I like that.
JOJUICE, please go over to Gideon Optics and use that code to save 10% off on your order. It is dead on. We're going to continue shooting. We got a ton of people here, so keep on watching the video. We appreciate it.
One of the other opportunities we had this weekend to shoot the PSA Dagger is we actually got to shoot it suppressed. This is one of the first times I actually got to suppress one of my own pistols, and this gun suppresses very well. I had a aftermarket threaded barrel. It was threaded 1/2 x 28. I don't own the suppressor personally, so again, with your keyboard warriors out there, we had Walter from Safety Harbor Firearms there, and he brought his Liberty Centurion in 9mm, so he was very gracious enough to let me actually try and suppress this gun. But yeah, I had a threaded barrel from Tech Match Barrels. I'm gonna butcher it, but a barrel was given to me and I'm just trying it out. I don't know if we're gonna do a full video on it, but check out how this gun suppresses.
So we have a special treat today. Since we're in the great state of Florida, we're able to actually shoot suppressed. So we're shooting the PSA Dagger. I have a threaded barrel from TrueMax Barrels that I was given to try out, but this suppressor is Walter from Safety Harbor Firearms. He is literally right there. So for you keyboard warriors trying to say that I shouldn't be shooting a suppressor, the guy that owns it is right next to me. So let's see how this PSA Dagger suppresses. We just got 115 grain Fiocchi. So
I thought you were doing that already.
try it.
No, I've been doing it.
They're all yapping. We're having a great range day. Big thanks to Hank and Lola for having me out.
Oh, it looks like they removed that.
Let's see. All right.
Now, here it is. Has a pin that runs through here. If you find that this wiggles too much,
All right.
you can run a pin down and it puts pressure down.
Can you go work that thing?
Might not need it.
Okay. This is my first time using a suppressor on a gun that
You end up running
brand new barrel, so I don't know if there's a break-in period.
I don't think it's
That is awesome.
probably get away with that.
Throw
But
whatever you want to warm up back
do you have
on.
a magazine?
Beef, hot dog, chicken, sausage.
Oh, got enough. Okay, hold tight.
Where's that baby?
Feels louder than the. You're pro. Yeah, they're good. Yours good. They're good.
That's cool.
Now, I am very new to suppressor ownership, so what you take from that clip, you can take for what you will. I don't own the suppressor. I definitely think I want to pick up a 9mm suppressor. That Liberty Centurion was really awesome on this PSA Dagger, and we're only shooting 115 grain. Obviously, if we did subsonic or a heavier load, it'd probably be a lot quieter. I don't know if maybe you need to change the recoil spring out on the Dagger for suppression. I know with some guns you have to change out the recoil spring, but it's all kind of up to your opinion. All I say is if you were going to shoot suppressed, obviously you can't buy a suppressor unless you fill out your $200 tax stamp, fill out your Form 4, so please make sure you're following all your local laws when it comes to owning suppressors, and have fun with it. It is a fun time, especially shooting this Dagger. It handled it very well. It had a couple malfunctions as you saw in the footage, but the PSA Dagger, I think, is a great suppressor host. They do come with threaded barrels, some SKUs on Palmetto State Armory, so check those out, obviously. So that's going to wrap up the video for today, guys. So far, first 200 rounds through the Palmetto State Armory Dagger. As you guys probably have seen on my Instagram, like I said, check out my Instagram. It's at shootinggallery_official. I had the Viridian Optics RFX 44, their new closed emitter that they're coming out with. They sent that to me. I originally was going to put it on the Dagger, but what I noticed is the Acro to RMR plate, it was having a little bit of trouble getting the recoil lugs on the Dagger slide itself. This is cut for an RMR. So if you're going to put a Acro type optic or a closed emitter optic, you're going to need that plate. I didn't want to just completely shave all the recoil lugs down, and I was finding the screws that I had, and I had a lot of different type of screws, they weren't working. So I decided I want to have an optic on it, so I decided to throw the Gideon optics on here. It has a much larger viewing window, and it has the reticle size is perfect for me, and it's shake awake. So check out the Gideon Optics Alpha. We're gonna have another video with the Viridian RFX 44 down the road, but I think it goes better with this. The only thing I didn't have with me this time was my Goon Beam weapon pistol light. I love that pistol light. I always put it on all my guns, especially for home defense. Every night I pop that light right on, and it does match up very well with this. I just forgot to grab it on my way to the range. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to pick up some sweet shirts, and if you're a big dude, you want probably the comfiest shirts in the freedom game of apparel, check out TriStar Trading Apparel. The link's going to be right here, tristartradingapparel.com. Oh no, tristartradingcompany.com/shooting gallery, and helps out the channel. They were awesome enough to, you know, we're now an affiliate of TriStar Trading Apparel. I wear their shirts all the time. This is the Don't Google the Boogle shirt. I think this is out of the Reno May collection. I love them. They're super comfy. I can carry them without ease. I know it's not going to ride up. For us big guys, we like to have comfy shirts. So check out TriStar Trading Company. And as always, stay safe, stay shooting. See you in the next video. Peace.